In this video, we're going to Devil's Staircase. Devil's Staircase is a new wilderness zone in Oregon. This new wilderness zone lies in the southern Oregon Cascade Range, just east of the town of Reedsport and north of the Umpqua River. This 30,000-acre wilderness was created in spring of 2019. Devil's Staircase can be accessed from all directions. We chose a starting point after doing some research and looking at maps and finding the closest way in. The name Devil's Staircase comes from the unique waterfall located in this area. It is a rarely seen set of cascading pools on Wasson Creek. The Devil's Staircase is very hard to get to, and not all who try make it all the way. Hopefully you will get to see it in this video. While the drive is mostly tame forest roads, the way we took towards the end was overgrown and tough to get through. After reaching the end of the road, we quickly found out how tough of an off-trail experience this was going to be. The crew for this trip was only 2 people, including myself and my wife Annie. We also had our dog Ahsoka along with us. We debated whether to bring our dog or not. It is possible that she could lose control chasing down wildlife and have trouble with some of the difficult terrain. On the plus side, she is a great companion and can alert us of dangerous wildlife. We opted to take her and she did great.
Ahsoka, this way.
Unless very skilled in off-trail navigation, I do not recommend going into this wilderness. The terrain in this area is very rugged. There are no hiking trails here. The steep ridges have made logging too hard, which makes it one of Oregon's last old-growth forests. Back in the 90s, the Siuslaw National Forest planned to build 12 miles of trail into this area. The plan never actually happened due to a lack of funds and interest in the project. Within Devil's Staircase lives many wildlife worth protecting. Species including trout, salmon, salamanders, black bears, cougar, elk, river otter, marbled murrelets, and spotted owls. This area has Oregon's highest concentration of threatened spotted owls, which have prime habitat here. Protecting the spotted owl population was one of the motivations to designate this new wilderness.
That's a purple ribbon.
These pink ribbons actually seem to mark a trail going the way we wanted to. We found these ribbons every 100 feet or so for a while. The ribbons actually brought us a different way than originally planned.
Oh, here's the flag. We got pink, I keep calling them purple, pink flags that can mark a trail. Someone put those up.
Here you see some rhododendron and ferns, which are common in this area. Other plants include salmonberry and huckleberries. With this wilderness being so remote, there are some of the largest old-growth trees. These trees are Douglas fir, cedar, and hemlock. The steep ridges have made logging too hard, which makes it one of Oregon's last old-growth forests. We often had to stop just to make sure we were still going in the right direction. Because of this pace, we were not traveling very far compared to a normal hiking trail.
Some parts of the trail are hard to follow like this.
I can't stress enough how hard the terrain is in Devil's Staircase Wilderness. Not only is there no trail, but it is steep, loose soil, and covered in thick plant life. At some points in the hike, I wondered if the Devil's Staircase was the steep path we were walking down, rather than the waterfall we were looking for.
What?
Where's my machete?
It's not in there, right? My side?
We both lost our
You gotta be kidding me.
I expressed my frustration for a bit after realizing I had lost an important tool.
Fuck me, dude.
A machete is a versatile tool used for things such as fire making, shelter building, and self-defense.
Well, I was just gonna use that to whack this little thing out, but oh well. Alright, this is really steep. Wow, but it looks like a trail. Is that water so far? Oh, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, I was hung up for a second though.
After a lot of bushwhacking and navigation, we found Wasson Creek, which eventually leads to the falls. Following Wasson Creek is said to be the easiest way, as the Devil's Staircase waterfall is on this creek. The creek can be accessed from any direction. Alright, so we found Wasson Creek, and we're just following it down to get down to Devil's Staircase. The creek itself was not an easy walk down. There were obstacles and sometimes no option but to walk through deeper water. There is some debate on if a trail should actually be added to Devil's Staircase. At times during my expedition, it would have been appreciated. A trail would help newcomers from getting lost. It would also help keep visitors to one concentrated area in the wilderness. The downside being increased human traffic overall. The Staircase waterfall itself and other wild things will be more protected if most cannot reach them. There is also the aspect of true wilderness, which is lost by adding man-made things such as trails. A trail has been happening naturally and will continue to slowly be created as people venture into the wilderness. I didn't capture the visual, but right around here we saw a giant pile of bear poop. Not having my machete made that just a little more scary.
It's okay. Hey.
The obstacles seemed to get tougher as we went further down the creek. I think a lot of this was extra dense because of the heavy storms from this year. After walking down the creek and running into obstacle after obstacle, we had a decision to make. 4 hours had gone by and we were barely halfway to the staircase. Should we keep breaking through the fallen trees and make it to the falls? Or should we call it and make our way back? Tune in to The Devil's Staircase Episode 2 to find out what happens.